Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us here at Transwest Truck Trailer RV of Frederick, Colorado, right here on I-25, about 30 minutes north of Denver. My name is Michaela, and this brand new 2025 Cimarron Norstar 3-horse slant load with an Outlaw conversion just came in, I think, last week. So really excited to bring this one to you because it's pretty neat on the inside. So this one's actually got recliner seats in it, and that's something that we don't get here very often, so I'm excited to bring it to you guys today. Before we get to check those out in person though, let's go ahead and pull up those drawings and run through our numbers together. Starting with Ciamrron, the most important numbers here you guys are always looking for. We are 8 feet wide, 7'7" tall, with that standalone 6-foot hay pod on top, so we get that full 7'7" interior height. 14.3 short wall on our Outlaw conversion, giving us a total floor length of 29 feet 3 inches, and our standard 8'2" nose. Inside that 14.3 Outlaw conversion, we're gonna have our queen mattress up in the nose. Through that pocket door, we'll have a 72-inch sofa sleeper on our drop wall. Those recliners I was just mentioning in our slide out there. Full bathroom with a pass-through door and a full kitchen on this one. So lots going on in a 14.3 short wall, keeping you guys under that 30-foot floor length. I've seen that a lot on Facebook lately. If you haven't seen me on Facebook, I post a lot of our trailers on Facebook. I'm always looking for you guys' ads out there in search of. I see a lot of the in search of with less than 30 foot. They want that less than 30-foot number. This one is gonna be less than 30 feet on the floor. So super manageable. Starting right here at our door, we're gonna have that sliding screen door right here. So you guys do have that. If you are spending time outside, you have that screen door to prevent flies from getting in. My car, I'm in a rental car right now, but my car yesterday, my husband left the door open for a little bit. It's full of flies. So if you guys are gonna step outside right now, those flies are looking to get warm, make sure you're using that screen door right there. But let's go ahead and step inside and check it out. We'll just start right up front. This one is gonna have that smaller pocket door entrance up into your nose. You're gonna have that 8-foot nose up there. So you guys have a full-size standard queen mattress up there. It is our Outlaw Flex mattress. We do have a 32-inch TV in the center there on a TV cabinet. We've got another cabinet over in the corner there, so some extra storage there as well. Up behind your head, we've got a wardrobe closet up there. We've got some plug-ins on each side. And then of course your windows on each side as well. They are kick-out windows, but you guys can pop those out for a little bit of ventilation as well. But again, that is your standard size queen up there. I get a lot of customers that ask me, what size is that? Is that a twin? Is that a full? Is it a short queen? Nope, this is a full-size queen with your sliding pocket door right there, 2-step entrance up into there. And then coming over here on our drop wall, we have this 72-inch sofa sleeper right here. So underneath, we actually have our 60-gallon water tank under here. So this is gonna be where your fresh water storage is. And then this will slide out into a bed here. And one thing to note, you guys, is that this does make a bed while your slide out is slid in. So you guys can see we don't have any interference right here. So something to keep in mind if you guys are running down the road, you need to pop in and take a nap or something, you don't have the full capacity to slide everything out. This will make into that bed with that slide out being slid in, which is really nice to know. A lot of customers are surprised by that. And with this one being that electric slide out, we cannot put water in our slide out, so it's gonna be under this sofa right here, but still get that full 60-gallon tank. Up above, we're gonna have some cabinet storage up here. Always like to open these up because they don't always get opened up in photos. So while you guys have the photos of what everything looks like, we like to just pop them open and show you guys exactly how much storage you're getting and kind of what everything looks like. These are 2 separate ones. You got a small one here and a medium one here, just to shove some things in there. We've got an outlet in that one. This is gonna run your stereo right here. So you got AM, FM radio. You guys can plug in auxiliary, USB. It also does Bluetooth as well. Looks like it will do CDs. And then it's got 3 different zones here. So 2 different zones, 1 and 2 are gonna be the inside you're up in your nose space and then your living space, and then zone 3 is going to be your exterior speakers. Or the other day I actually said outerior, so that works as well, but exterior speakers right there on zone 3, so you guys can run that volume outside. Make sure you close that screen door, of course. And then over here in our side out, this is what I was really excited to show you guys this morning. We don't see the theater seating very often. They have been really popular. When we get them, we usually can't keep them long, and then we've always had customers looking to build their own, and this is typically a very popular option. So in your recliners, you are going to have 2 cup holders per recliner. You guys can see I have them lit up right now. I think it's not necessary, but really cool that you can double tap these and change their lights and then also turn them off. But nice to have that extra visibility right there to see kind of what you're doing if you are maybe watching a movie sitting right here, because your 32-inch TV is going to be right here. So if you wanted to kind of kick your feet up and use it as theater seating to watch TV, you've got that there. And then all of these, they have different things that they'll do. So they'll lay their head back, they'll pick their feet up. They actually have heat option as well as a massage setting. And then inside, if you guys want to zoom in on this little panel right here, so I'll get out of your way, you also have a USB plug-in. But you guys can see all the different functions and options that these do right there. So that's pretty cool. And then back up in here, we've got plugins as well. So if you guys are using this, I know I always talk about our dinettes and using our dinettes as our remote work from home. You guys want to sit here on your recliners, plug in your laptops, your phones, your computers right here. You guys can still use this to sit right here and do your work as well. So lots of different options with that guy. Back in your slide out, all of your windows all around are going to have your day and night blinds. They also do slide open or pop open for ventilation as well. But day and night blinds, you guys can see I've got that one right now on my day blind. So it is letting in a little bit of light, but it's not going to be super harsh. And then over here, your night blinds, if you wanted to kind of really knock out some of that light, block that out. If you are going to sit in here and watch that movie, it just really makes it a lot less harsh, keeps it a lot darker in here. If you guys are parking at fairgrounds, you guys have those street lights. If you're parking next to other trailers and they're still outside, they got their lights on. It's nice to be able to block some of that out. And then up top here, we've got some more storage up top as well. So you guys can throw some things in there. Outlaw does a phenomenal job of making sure that there is optimal storage everywhere and anywhere that they can put it. All of this that you are seeing is real, true hardwood as well. So all their doors, all their wood trim, all their cabinets, all real hardwood. You guys have this pocket door right here coming into the bathroom. Again, full-size bathroom in here as well. So we'll kind of start on the right-hand side and work our way around. Got our toilet seat cover here, of course, matches the rest of that leather work that we've been seeing outside. Our exotics right there, kind of just bringing that through here. Up behind the toilet, you're gonna have this big closet right here with adjustable shelving. So all of these you can see that those tracks in there. You guys can move these up and down wherever you need to put them, just to kind of space them out how you need to. I love the versatility and the functionality of that option there. And then behind your bathroom vanity, a medicine cabinet. Always nice to have smaller storage for your smaller items, and that these shelves here do have that lip on them, so things are going to set down in there and not slide out. Tons of good storage space there. Down below, you're going to get a little bit of countertop space with your bathroom sink here. More storage underneath, as well as where your toilet paper will go. Access on both sides. And then this one does have our pass-through door. So right here, you guys can see this door is giving us access into our stall area. And then of course, we'll check it out as always when we get to our stall area. But this right here could also take me straight outside. And then our wardrobe closet right here. This is gonna be an auto light that comes on. So when you can see right now, there's nothing on in there. When you open these, auto light turns on. And then we have a double rod hanging closet here. So you got tons of hanging space now with the adjustable shelves behind us. And then this movable table base right here. So this is a carpeted base. So you guys can see on the bottom, it's full carpet here. And then your table is gonna screw into that right there, which is here in your closet. So you guys will see you have got that post there, and then you've got a table. Your tabletop is on that back side, but nice that it buckles in there and stores, so you don't have to worry about it fallen down while you're driving. But again, that will screw into your carpeted base, and then you could use it out there in front of that theater seating and not have to worry about scratching up your floors. You can slide it around. If you needed an extra countertop for cooking, you could slide that into your kitchen, wherever you need it. It's really nice to have that. Or again, you guys that work remotely, you're on your laptops and you take your computer with you, that's a great spot to set it down as well. 32-inch radius shower over here. We've got our shower head is on the ground because this unit is winterized now, or will be winterized. But you guys have that skylight up above, that removable shower head that gives you guys the option to maybe be a little bit taller when you shower in here. I am 6 feet tall, so you guys can see I still have plenty of head clearance up here. I could still move that shower head around and be able to wash off in here after a horse show, rodeo, trail ride, whatever it may be. You guys, I had a customer the other day walking trailers. He plans to take his LQ hunting. So if you guys are hunting as well and you need to take a quick shower, you have that there. And one thing to point out is because he came in here and he popped this little clip off here, and then he couldn't get these open. This is a magnet as well. So 2 different locking mechanisms there. Just give them a good yank and they will separate there. Step back out into our kitchen here. We're gonna have that 6.0 fridge freezer combination in this one because we opted for the 32-inch TV up top. So if you guys are building a trailer or you're looking at trailers here on the lot and you're wanting specifically an 8.0 fridge freezer combination, keep in mind this is gonna have to be that 24-inch TV versus the 32. But I'll open these up and show you guys how much you're getting in the 6.0 fridge freezer combination. Still much bigger than that dorm fridge that you guys will see in the smaller short walls. But being a 14.3, we were able to get that full size in this one. So still plenty of space, but if you're looking for that taller one, this up here is going to drop down to that 24-inch. Does have a storage cabinet behind it as well. Got our manuals in there right now. But nice to know that you, again, like I said, Outlaw does a phenomenal job of putting storage anywhere and everywhere that they can. So it's not just a lost space right here because of your TV. And then over here we have all of our controls. This is going to be your thermostat here, on and off. It does AC, and your furnace here also does just a general fan. This is going to be all of your tank levels here. You can see your fresh, your black, and your gray. Turns on your water pump and your water heater there as well. And then down below is going to be our propane valve right here. You're going to push this button to turn it on and off. That will just open and close that valve. So right now you guys can see your valve is open, so we have propane running to this trailer. And then when you want to shut that off, close that valve right there, turns off propane to that trailer. Up here in our kitchen, I really love the barnwood look right here. That's one of my favorite things, especially with this gray backsplash. It looks really sharp. They did a good job of combining some good colors here. Outlaw does a phenomenal job with interior design as well. You guys will see right here, you're gonna get a lot of counter space right here because we did the recessed cooktop. So you're gaining that. And then your cooktop's gonna be down inside of here. So 2 burner, and then it does have that automatic light button right there. So you just have to push that. You don't have to bring that lighter inside with you. You have that light button right there. One thing is you are going to be limited with pot and pan size because it is recessed, but you're gaining a lot of additional countertop space with it being recessed. So kind of keep in mind what you guys really need out of a kitchen and know there's 2 different takeaways right there. Over here, your kitchen sink, nice big square one right there, very deep. I love deep sinks. That's most important to me versus the size width-wise. I really appreciate how deep they are. You can really get everything in there underneath your water and get it all washed off. And then of course you have the cover over it as well. And you actually do have a countertop extension right here. So when you are cooking out of this kitchen and you need that extra space, we've got that right there. So that's just going to kind of extend that countertop for you. And then to drop this back down, you're going to come under here and just grab these right here and drop it back down. A lot of people will just want to push on it. That's not how it works. You got to come down here and just get it that give right there and pop it back down. So up above our kitchen, we're gonna have a microwave convection oven on this one, so it does both. A lot of you are missing having an oven inside of your trailer, if you custom build, we can add an oven. I've got a customer right now, she's got a trailer on order with an oven in it, and she deleted her microwave. But you guys can also do your microwave convection oven option to have both. Next door to that, just a little bit more storage over here for your kitchen space. And then down below, we're gonna have three different drawers here. You guys will see I do have to tug on them a little bit to get them open. You guys are seeing me give them a really good tug when I open them. They are meant to stay shut. Obviously this trailer is running down the road. We want all of these to stay closed, so that's why you're gonna have to give them a good pull to get everything open. Access to your water systems under here. And then moving back over here, as we finish, we've got hat racks on this one, so you guys can store your cowboy hats up here. And then over here on our control panel, I always call it our control panel, but this one is that electric slide out. So you guys will see slide room right here, in and out. So push of a button, this is going in and out. Our exterior awning right here, also electric. And then our water heater. So someone did ask me the other day if there's a pilot light you have to turn on for these. There is not, so you're just gonna flip your water heater on right here. And then your onboard Onan 4.0 gas generator down below. I have it on right now. This little switch right here has nothing to do with turning the generator on or off. You guys can see I have it off and my generator is still running. This switch actually just controls your fuel gauge. So if you wanna see how much fuel you have, you're just gonna flip that on and off, and you can do that without having the generator on as well. When you wanna check that fuel level, you guys can see it has 5.4 hours. Outlaw will run these generators when they install them. And we'll go ahead and just push it off right there. Now this trailer will be fully powered by battery versus the generator. When you do run that generator, keep in mind you do want your battery disconnect turned on. So this generator will power your batteries as you go. But now all of our lights will be running on that battery power. So that was our 14.3 Outlaw conversion. It is a full Outlaw conversion, so you are getting a 3-year warranty on anything that they installed. I just mentioned they do install those generators. So even your generator, your microwave convection oven, your fridge, anything inside there is covered for 3 years. They also do a 5-year craftsmanship warranty on all of their wood products that they install inside. So really great coverage. They do 24/7 customer tech support as well. So if you have any issues on the road, call your salesman, call Cimarron, call Outlaw. Outlaw has 24/7 customer support, so they are great to work with. I talked about those Zone 3 speakers inside. Those are gonna be your speakers for out here. That electric awning up there will come out with that push of a button. And then down here, we've got exterior outlets. For whatever purpose you guys can come up with for these exterior outlets, I always struggle and fail to think of options besides charging your phone, because I practically live off of my phone working in sales. But I had customers a couple weeks ago that mentioned charging their electric scooters right there. So I just thought that was a good tidbit, something that I never would have come up with, and it's always cool to hear about how my customers are gonna use these trailers. That's probably one of my favorite parts of this job. But we'll keep working back to the rest of our Cimarron trailer here now. We did do amber turn signals on this one. We're opting for those on all of our longer or wider trailers. Always nice to have extra information for the other drivers on the road when you are changing lanes. You guys will see our hip windows on this one are every other. So we did drops on 2 and a sliding bus window on 1. Sliding bus window is oversized, so it's still really big. You're gonna get a ton of ventilation through there, but now you guys have the option to drop down either of those windows. These ones do have a bus window in them as well, so if you didn't want to drop these down, keep them shut, and then you have that smaller bus window right there. You guys will see I did have to slam that, and I always like to point out you are supposed to slam these on Cimarrons. We get in some used trailers of other manufacturers where you have to hold the handle as you shut it and then release the handle once it's shut. These ones are meant to slam. They're very airtight seals, they're very durable, they are meant for horse people, so give them a good shove as you shut them. Tandem axles on this one. These ones are non-air rides. We're looking at rubber torsion axles under here. And let me just confer with my build sheet to confirm, but they are 8,000 pound Dexter Torflex axles on this one. So your GVWR is 16,000 pounds, and we did them on these aluminum spoke wheels. So we'll keep working around back here. So this trailer is 8 wide, as we mentioned in the beginning of this video. We did do the two 50-50 doors on this one, so we have our 50-50 split here. And we did do a folding rear tack on this one. We do a lot of the full width rear tacks. Everyone loves the size that you get with the folding rear tack, the amount of storage, or the full width rear tack, excuse me, the amount of storage that you get and how much room it gives you. A lot of customers love the folding rear tack for the versatility of being able to collapse this wall and load some bigger stuff in here. So this saddle rack right here is on a removable post. So this post back here can actually be taken out completely, and you can fold this wall over. On that removable post, you can actually slide these saddle racks and blanket bars up and down wherever you need to. So these are fully adjustable with just a wrench. You're gonna loosen your top bolt and your bottom bolt, and then you can slide these up and down anywhere on this track. You guys could switch these out if you wanted your pads down here. You could take off your pads and throw some more saddle racks on here. Personally, what I would do and what I think is the most handy is I would probably do every other, and I would throw a pad bar right underneath my saddle bar. And that way when I'm throwing my tack in, when it's on my hip and I have my saddles and my pads all together and I go to throw them in here, I could easily get my saddle onto here and my pads right below it on a pad bar. That's just how I like to use mine and how it works best for me. But these saddle racks are by far my favorite. I have a lot of customers ask me, what do you think? And I love being able to answer that question because I personally haul a Cimarron with these saddle racks, and I can tell you I've never had a saddle fall off of these saddle racks. And I think it's for 2 reasons. I think number 1 is the carpet. The carpet adds a really good grip factor, especially underneath those Western saddles. It's gonna grip to the underside of your saddle and allow it to stay on there a little bit better. But then second is this piece right here. This is called their wither block, and you guys can see, especially up front, all the entire shape of this saddle rack mimics the back of your horse. So this is gonna act like your horse wither. That's why they call it a wither block, and go up into the gullet of your saddle, and it's really just gonna give it that stability and hold it on there. So I love these saddle racks in here. On this wall over here, you're gonna get a couple rows of bridle hooks there with carpet behind. Always love to have the carpet behind. If you think about if you just had this white sheet behind and you throw your bridles and stuff on there, we've got so many metal pieces on our bridles, from buckles to conchos to bits to snaps to clips, all that good stuff. Throw that up on that white wall, things get to swaying. I will say anything behind your axles is gonna have the most bumpy ride. These trailers do ride really well, but anything behind the axles will give it a little bit more shake there. You think about them swaying back and forth on that white aluminum, they're gonna leave those black streaks, and then it might end up causing some damage to your tack. So it's always nice to have that protectant behind it. We did do an Optibright LED light in here as well, so you have that visibility in here once you do have this wall open. And then you guys can see on our saddle racks right here, we have our shore power cord. We'll show you guys later in this video where that goes and what you need to use that for, but stashed right there right now. And then on our door, we did some more bridle hooks over here, and then we have kick mat behind this one, which is also, it acts the same as the carpet, so it's great for those same reasons. It's gonna be our feed bag for our first stall right here. But inside here, you've got your brush tray. Always love the brush trays. One of my favorite parts of my tack room is just this, having it swing open. Now you got your bridles, and now you've got everything below your bridles. So you're gonna have mane and tail spray there, fly spray there, all of your brushes there, your hoof picks. I've got rubber bands there. Anything that's small and just is gonna get loose in the tack room, I always throw it in here. So I just love having that, keeping things off my floor and keeping them contained. And then over here, when you do pull out that saddle rack and you want to collapse this wall, it's just going to have an AR latch at the bottom and at the top. Super easy to use. You can just pull these down, get those pins out, and then fold this wall over, which I just cannot demonstrate because we have those saddles in there, but this would fold out of the way. And then you still do have the mangers in this one, but you guys can see they're going to be way over there versus where your folding rear tack comes out right there. So think about collapsing that wall, and then you'd have that much more space. So I could get a tape measure for those of you that are interested, and if you are looking to maybe use it kind of as a toy hauler. I know it's not as wide because it has the mangers, but if you just want to, maybe you're just hunting out of it and you just need an ATV in here, an ATV would fit just fine in here when you collapse that rear tack. So something to keep in mind. But going back up front here, I talked about in our living quarters, we had this pass-through door that I stepped out of and brought me right here into my trailer. So this is gonna give us access straight back into the bathroom. But now you have access outside as well. So having this escape door right here on your first stall, a lot of people are gonna look to use this as their mudroom or as a storage room, but nice that you can keep your stud wall closed, come in from right here, drop off all of your muddy clothes and your dirty clothes, and then get straight into your bathroom right here, shower off, and then get into the rest of your living quarters right there. A lot of people will install some hooks across here to hang all those dirty clothes. That's always an option that we can do, but then of course you have your stud wall here as well. So if you did want to store stuff in here and just drop it all on the ground, it's not going to get to slide through to your horses because of this stud wall that goes flush to the floor there. These dividers are padded. I love having the padding on them just to give your horses more comfortability riding down the road. We ask them to stand in these trailers for hours at a time, and it's nice to give them something to just lean on, balance on, and rest on, and make it padded for them. And then up here we have airflow dividers. We also did airflow or bar type head grills as well. So if you guys are looking at building a trailer, these are gonna be dividers. These are gonna be head grills. So your head grills right here, you guys can mix and match these as well. So you could make this one solid, this one bar type, or this one solid, and this one bar type, or one or the other up here. You guys can choose whatever fits your needs the best, which I just think is so nice. You can make all of this solid and then all of this bar type, whatever works best for your horses, of course, if they get along and such, but nice to have that extra airflow. And then of course, mangers in our first or our second and third stalls. So I don't have that in our first stall, but again, you guys saw me back there in that brush tray, we had that corner feeder bag. And then in each of our stalls, we do have those 2 tie rings. So each one's gonna have 2 tie rings, and I love the versatility of 2 tie rings to just have the option to hang either a hay net or a hay bag on one of them, which is what I seem to always do versus just throwing hay in my mangers, because my horses will just sit there at the manger and just pull it all out to get to the good stuff at the bottom. So what I always find myself doing is hanging a hay bag on one, letting them pick out of it, tying them to the other tie ring, and then whatever falls out into the mangers is what they get to clean up afterwards. But again, nice to be able to choose your options and functionality, whatever works best for you guys and your horses. Up top, 2-way roof vents over all 3 stalls, so you guys can pop these open. Typically what I do up there is I'll pop at least the first one, I'll push it open forwards so it's drawing air into my trailer, and then these last 2 I would push open backwards and it draws the air out of your trailer. So you get a really good airflow circulation right across their backs with those roof vents without having to open any windows, which I think is great. And then over each stall, you're also gonna get an OptiBright LED light for visibility over each of your horses. And then we saw one of those in that rear tack as well. So tons of visibility in here. As we step out, we have a head bumper up here. It's not for you guys in this case. I know on a lot of our show cattle trailers and our pen trailers, the head bumpers are for us humans. On this one, it's gonna be for your horses. I've got one horse that will back up as soon as you open the door. He'll get a little elevated as he does so, and that's just to protect his head right there. Also for him is gonna be this butt bar back here, so that he knows he's got to stay in until I get in there and untie him. So always great. The more safety features we can have on these trailers, the better. Cimarron does a phenomenal job with those. So as we step out, I just want you guys to take one good look at the roof inside of this trailer. You guys can see it's all white. I love that all the white sheeting to it really makes it seem open and bright and vibrant in there for your horses. But also, you guys can stay there. I'm gonna close this door as I chat. But that white roof that you guys are seeing is an insulated roof. It is standard on every single Cimarron trailer, even our stock boxes. It is full one piece, and it offers an R3 thermal value. So 20 degrees cooler in the summer, 20 degrees warmer in the winter, and dent resistant up to a baseball size hail. And I'm just closing this door so I can show you guys our easy angle ladder back here. Super easy. I'm doing everything with mostly one hand here, so you guys can see exactly how easy this is. Now this is going to get you access up into your 6-foot hay pod. Also access to your generator up there. So you guys have your own in-4.0 gas generator in a box. And then we've got that 6-foot roof pod up there. So typically a lot of people are going to use tractors to load stuff up there. If you're not loading hay and grain and shavings and all that stuff, maybe that stuff is going in your stud wall and you just have some camping chairs up there and some lightweight stuff. It's really easy. It's a lot easier to climb up at an angle versus straight up and down. So that's really a nice feature that we have changed on these trailers. And then how it stores, so easy. It just slides right up all on its own. It sets on this brace right here, and then it's gonna pop down into that latch right there, and then it can be locked as well with the same key as everything else on this trailer. So you guys can lock it in place and never have to worry about it popping out and then just dangling as you drive down the road. So nice that it is secure for peace of mind there. We do have reverse lights built into our tail lights now, so this is standard. That's going to be your white X right there, and then all of our light switches right there. That's going to work your interior lights, your load lights, and the lights over your tie rings. So right here is going to be the fill for that generator. Your fuel tank is built in down here in your mangers. It's a 9-gallon fuel tank on this one, and you're just going to fill it right there. So super easy to do that while you're driving through a gas station or a truck stop, getting yourself some snacks, fueling up your truck. You can fill up your gen real easy right there. And then on this side for our head windows, we do have them drop down over here as well. But on this side, they're gonna have those jail bars versus those hip windows were wide open. So when you do drive with these ones down, your horses are not able to stick their heads out. But if you did need to get in there and fill that hay bag, check on them, offer them some water, throw some hay in the mangers, it's really easy. You're just gonna work this drop down window until that jail bar gets to those grooves right there, and then you can drop those down as well. I always recommend when I get to this point, because I cannot demonstrate getting up there because I don't have a step stool, I always recommend just throwing a step stool in one of your mangers so you are able to climb up there, check on them, throw a bucket of water in there, let them drink while you're getting fuel. And then these are really nice because these are full one piece with no moving parts. All you're gonna do is move this drop window until it pops back into place. And then this will pop into that rubber grommet there and stay down as you're driving down the road. Or you guys can throw them back up there and have sliding bus windows. Again, these are meant to slam, very airtight rubber seals we have around these. So when you do give them a good shove, just do it right there at your latch. And then down below, we've got our manger storage doors right here. So this is all one piece. There's no divider there in the center. You guys can see, you can gain access to both. And having this wheel well in here makes a great little spot right there to set up grain bags. They stand really well in there. It kind of works as a great mobile feed room, or just as extra storage down there for some miscellaneous items that maybe you don't want in that rear tack room back there. Another turn signal right here. We had those tie rings on both sides and a 16-inch OptiBrite LED, or not OptiBrite, an awning light up top over your tie rings on both sides. And then here's that escape door we've been talking about. This is from the back side. Just gonna take it off the hold back so you guys can see. No manger on it. We did have that corner feeder though. But now, if you guys wanted to use this as a mudroom or storage, you have this access right here. And what's really nice is that it does also have this handle from inside. So you guys can use it and lock up your trailer from the inside at night. Or also if you had a horse in here that could possibly mess with that latch and you are driving down the road, has an outside latch as well for safety features. Just to make sure if they mess with this, they can't actually open the door. And we did do a fold down step on this one, getting in and out. So if you are using it as storage or that mudroom entrance, just makes life a little bit easier. And then our hold back that I just undid to shut that door for you guys right here tucks away. One of my favorite things, I always try and point that out, is that it does tuck away, again for safety, and then also has a little bit of give, a little bit of forgiveness right there. So don't think this is loose and on accident. This is on purpose. When your door tugs on it, just has a little bit of give right there, a little bit of play to it. Now, back to that power cord that we saw in our rear tack, that's where this plugs in. So this one is a 30 amp service. If you have hookups, you're just gonna plug that in right there. It's gonna save you some hours and your runtime on your generator if you can just plug into electricity. Of course, you can run that generator if you don't have that option. If you have full hookups, that's gonna mean you have electric and water. You guys are gonna connect your water right here to your city water connection. So that's just gonna be on-demand, full-time water right there to your trailer versus running off of your freshwater tank. But let's go ahead and step around our electric slide out and check out what we have in front of it. Because up here, we're gonna have our freshwater fill. So this one's not that on-demand city water connection. This one's just gonna be straight fill into that 60-gallon freshwater tank. And then up here under our nose, we got a couple more features. Continuing on the trend of our water, we actually have that exterior spigot right here. This is going to drain off of your 60-gallon freshwater tank. So this is your house water. If you guys want water for your horses on board, possibly looking at installing one kind of up on deck behind your hay pod. There's a great spot for that. Just keep in mind, this water will take it from your house water. Up here is our aluminum battery box. It does lock. We've got 2 batteries inside of here right now for our house. I have them turned on because I turned that generator off so you guys can see all the lights. We can flip that off as well. So that's that battery disconnect that we always talk about. Make sure you're using that when you're not plugged in. That way if you accidentally leave on your bathroom light, you don't kill your batteries. 2 of our propane tanks, our oversized ones, are gonna be down here. We did do the dual electric jacks on this guy, so see those on each side with our matching spare tire right here. It's just flipped around right now. But these jacks are really nice, these equalizer jacks, because they do have a manual override there. So we've got some customers with different brands of jacks that when they accidentally kill their battery or something fails with these, they don't have that manual override. You guys do on this one. So as a fail-safe, you can pump these jacks up and down. And then our hose right here for our sewer to dump our black and gray tanks is stored right up here. So lots going on with this trailer. We're just gonna do a quick recap and then you guys are done with me today. But again, 29-foot, 3-inch floor length on this one. 8-foot wide, 7'7" tall, 14.3 short wall, full Outlaw conversion in this one. 6-foot roof pad up top. Roof pod, we just saw those dual jacks there, airflow dividers, all kinds of good stuff going on with this Cimarron Outlaw conversion. Again, brand new 2025. You're gonna get some great warranties. We talked about those Outlaw warranties. With Cimarron, you're gonna have an 8-year structure warranty and then 3-year nose to tail. Again, with that Outlaw, also 3 years. So full coverage on this trailer, a full 3 years, which is very impressive. So if you guys have any questions, you want to run through these spec sheets together, I'm glad to do so. I know we just covered a lot. My name is Michaela Hall. My email is michaela.hall@transwest.com. I can email these over. I can also text. This is going to be my personal cell phone. It's 303-918-6367. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with us and checking out this really cool trailer. I'm excited to bring it to you guys. We'll see you again next week and have a great rest of your week.